All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Shorty.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jim. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From midfield, here's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Wentz now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz will try again on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hang in there now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here can 10 from the 20. This is Coleman. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Two-jet.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow.
Sack, baby.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Great 15, great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To throw is Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota. Looking deep for Elliott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ertz has it left side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Ertz over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception here, Mariota. A quick throw, but incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They're coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That one complete, Elliott. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw is Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Wentz to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the 2nd measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the counter, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 82 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Hurts with it. Right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hang in there now. Ford Tokyo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bardino Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big run that time by Elliott. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Fights off the defender. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw, it's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you probably